After seeing this ad, because I just noticed that Easter's around the corner, if you could choose which chocolate would be better, would it be the Reese's egg? I think that's what it is, right? The Reese's peanut butter egg or the cream egg, which is basically chocolate. For me personally, I choose purple because purple is one of my favorite colors, plus my flag back there. But you know what? Why not? Why not choose both? Because they're both chocolate. That's the point, right? I don't know. I just find this ad cute. Anyway, sorry about that. Mo glitches? I don't know. I'm just trying to find someone else to watch on YouTube, gaming related. Oh, okay, that's an old game. All right, I can't talk right now. I'm trying to discover who I should watch at the meantime. I may watch. Triple Jump. Right. Let me take a look at their channel very quick. So this is not the main topic right now, but just let you know, during my free time here at home, you know, don't do anything, right? As dark or depressing as that sounds, yeah, this is where I got my news and gaming stuff from. Ooh, they talk about okay, I'll keep that in mind. So, there's something I wanted to just share, and I may continue watching Sun Kirby later. I actually have stumbled upon a really depressing video on Reddit from I'm a Total Piece of Shit, and there were some amazing comments here. I wanted to share this. This would be quite graphic and disturbing. Houston single mother was attacked and robbed, leaving her paralyzed and unable to support her family. This happened 5 days ago, and if you actually can see the lock there, I'm guessing this is on private for some stupid reason. I don't know why people that mod on Reddit tended to hide truths of this. And it seems like this may be from like a Chinese restaurant. I can definitely tell by the symbols, right? I'm not sure where that symbol is, though. I know this is... Damn, my Mandarin is not good. It says Tong, right? I'm guessing it's supposed to be Tongguo. Chinese herbs, I think? I'm not sure. Let me actually put this on play. And like I said once again, for anyone that is Asian themselves, you may need to look away. Okay? It's a little bit disturbing. So, what you see here, someone said in the comments, right? This must be a black late teen, which basically means an adult teen who may be 18 or perhaps 19, has basically attacked, or I guess you could say assaulted, a Vietnamese woman. And he tried to rob her money that she basically had paid for from the bank. And she basically had gotten quite a few injuries. So basically, he attacked her on the ground by drawing her like a WWE move or whatever the hell slam you call it. And he's still attacking her, and I'm thinking, robbed her purse. So, yeah, he can't really see his face, unfortunately, because he has his hoodie on and he's quite anonymous, or he's a fast runner. It's also, I can't get this on slow motion, but yeah, you can't really see his face, unfortunately. But he's wearing a Jordan's red, shit. I know he's wearing a Jordan's jacket. That's all I can tell, right? It's a red jacket, but it has like a long black stripe on it. And I'm guessing that's her.
Police believe that this was a jugging incident, and it was
jugging, that's what it's called, okay? And I'm not sure why on earth this is censored for, but let me just continue. I had to share about this. I really have to.
That woman is a single working mom. She says she had taken out more than $4,000 from the bank. She'd been saving up for a trip back home to Vietnam to visit family she hasn't seen in nearly 6 years. And not only did this man steal that trip from her, he also stole her livelihood, as she may now never walk again. This is what
Okay, I'm not sure where that is. It must be a glitch.
Means to help her get in and out of a hospital bed. And physical therapy every day.
And yes, she's speaking Vietnamese. I can tell. I don't speak much Vietnamese myself, by the way.
I'm feeling very horrible and sad at the same time.
The attack damaged the 44-year-old spinal cord
44?
and left her paralyzed, unable to walk or use the bathroom by herself. Instead, the single mom has to rely on a wheelchair and help from her 3 kids, 13, 15, and 20 years old, all of whom are still in school.
I can still go to school, but my mind is just messed up thinking about her, worrying that like nobody's gonna watch out for her.
It's been pretty bad because we have to pay rent and stuff, and she's the only one who can walk and help us. So we don't know what to do.
Her mom, brought to tears by her daughter's injuries and tough life. 7 years ago, she lost her husband to liver cancer.
And I don't know why I got cut off. This hearing the word liver cancer, it's frustrating because cancer runs in my family. Let me change very quick. I apologize. Alright, sorry about that. And
she doesn't seem very possible to please.
Chef Potter, that's cute. Yeah, and yeah, if you tell, they're British. I watch a lot of British YouTubers. So I'll probably watch that after I get this done. So, the reason why I wanted to share what I'm cooking in the kitchen, right? I just got done cooking my sausages. My Canadian sausages, because this is better cooking it in the oven, since I don't want to clean up another pan again with all the smoke, because I think it's ruining my country flags. I had it on 325 degrees. I'm eating my turkey beef chow mein, right? And, I got my noodles done. So, the reason why I want to bring up this topic, it just, Dion, how can you explain this? For someone that is black themselves, right? I don't understand why. Here, I'll make my sausages very quick. They are so hot. I don't understand why us blacks would have to hate Asians so much. I don't. It's like we're practically Russians and the Asians are Ukrainians at this point. If you definitely know where I'm coming from, where I just had to just use the country metaphor because since COVID started, like COVID-19, of how we actually have the the epidemic of the coronavirus and how we actually cannot be around other people because we had to wear a face mask and. Just basically having to shop online, which I think I think that's what my mother did because she doesn't like to shop inside like she used to, right? And warning, there'll be blood, right? It's not blood, but basically, black sauce. It's just, after the past, it's been 3 years now, which is hardly, it's been that long. It really makes me embarrassed and guilty that a lot of Asians would get targeted by us because we're both minorities, right? And us blacks thinks that, if we basically, got our land taken away by the whites, the deep south since like the 1920s or whatever, well, way before then, and just basically being discriminated and being hated by other races, why not basically do it to Asians ourselves? It's ridiculous. And this is coming from someone that has been discriminated not only by blacks, myself, I have because I'm not seen as dark enough, what the hell that means, but also by Asians as well. Well, let's just say that I haven't been assaulted or anything from what I remembered, but let's just say that I haven't been welcomed, and I'll explain that later. But the thing is, and so I just had to show off my noodles, and I'll be, just breaking my sausages in pieces. I know I can use a fork to actually cut it. There we go, watch out. How can I explain this? I just don't like being black sometimes. I don't. Right? And I think that's part of why I feel that I cannot be friends with someone of a different race, because of basically boys like him tend to thinking, oh, you know what? Since I don't want to work, why not just rob, you know, a 40-year-old plus something Asian woman, because I can actually just get some money from her and maybe just basically buy drugs off of her and maybe just, you know, listen to hip-hop and eat some damn watermelon, right? That is the stereotype. I don't know why. I forgot why we're known for that. I could look that up again. I think because of how we had to grow fruits or something, and I don't know. It's a disgusting stereotype, right? Plus, I like orange juice. It just doesn't make any sense to me that we basically act like this, because there's incidents, right, that I would see. Basically, an Asian man in Vegas, he basically got robbed by whites, right? Still awful. An Asian woman in San Fran that basically got egged by, I don't think he was homeless. Basically a white man, right? She didn't get any severe injuries, if I actually remembered. And, well, one incident, basically a black man got, basically falsely accused of harassing or assaulting an Asian Karen, but the thing is, he didn't touch her, right? That he's different, absolutely. But the thing is that a lot of these victims are Asian. They get attacked physically, right? Like for us, it'd be verbally, but we had to do it to Asians physically, which is much worse. And I'm tired of it. I really am. I apologize. I'm clinically depressed. I basically have the courage to actually cook my meal, if that actually makes sense, right? It took me like basically, well, almost an hour for this to cool off, and then sausages that took me probably like a good 25 minutes to cook. So almost 2-hour meal has been done. And also I need to add some salt as well, and sucks I don't have basically, let's see, what else are you missing? I don't remember what else. Oh yeah, that's right, my Korean seaweed, but I'm out. So basically, I apologize. I'm not really good at doing videos like this because I figured that I may be boring everyone, and I feel pressured to talk in a certain tone. But the thing is, what you see here, I'm eating Asian food, right? Chow mein, that's Chinese, if I actually got that correct, because that's a Chinese dragon, right? And yet again, I got Korean seaweed, right? I like both Chinese and Korean foods, right? I haven't eaten anything Japanese yet, but honestly, just to see how, and this happened in Houston, by the way, right? It says on the title. Since basically Houston is known for having a large Vietnamese community, I forgot why though, because in Louisiana, they actually have quite a bit of a Vietnamese community because the French actually took over Louisiana, or Louisiane in Cajun French, which is basically the Louisiana Purchase, and I'm guessing for the French, they probably migrated the Vietnamese there because the French did colonize Vietnamese decades ago. That makes sense. That's why when you speak French, you may understand like a couple Vietnamese words. Plus, they kind of sound familiar. Like I don't, like for me, if I were to say something in French, right? I'll say bon nuit, right? It sounds like I'm talking Vietnamese, but I'm not. All I know is mon, gamon, and dambiet, right? You know, like in French, it's kind of like how you're talking sound like merci and, you know, beaucoup, something like that. So I'm trying to like make like a great example, but this is getting out of hand because the reason why Asians hate our guts, our black intestines, right, is because we act like this. I'm sick of it. Like for me personally, I always want to go. I'm gonna raise up my voice a little bit. If I am gonna get a knock, then I'll basically settle down. The thing is that the reason why Asians fear us, right? And also Deku wants to say, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao ma. Let me actually put him down. The reason why Asians hate us blacks is because we basically do not like Asians for some odd freaking reason, right? Or flacking. Frick is basically another way to say fuck. Flacking is fucking, right? I make up my own Arizona terms, but it just doesn't make any sense of how we basically mistreat one another. Well, mostly us mistreating Asians. It makes me sick because I always want to go to Asia. badly. Plus, I do have Asian descent. I don't think I need to explain it once more. I know I don't have a lot of people watching my videos, that's fine, but I do have Asian roots. I do. Thanks to my great-grandmother before she died of colon cancer. And yes, cancer was in our family. But, you know, just hearing that her husband died of liver cancer, it's really heartbreaking as it is that she not only has to go through almost being murdered and basically having to pay over like 100 grand in hospital bills, which is what I hate about being an American. I don't know why we had to pay hospital bills. I'm just so glad that my mom and I, you know, I'm gonna say this in Mandarin. You know, we basically, what the mama, sorry, what the mama, we don't actually have to, pay for it because we actually have assets, right? But the thing is that, like, if you basically have to take an ambulance, you had to pay for 100 bones. I still remember that incident when I saved that man Francis 2 days before Christmas 2 years ago. Because I know we had to wear a face mask to actually get in the hospital, and I even secretly had to document everything because the nurses mistreated us. It's awful, right? Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that in hospitals, who cares? Because you know what? They know they're doing something illegal. So I might as well be a hero on my part, and that's what I get for watching My Hero Academia so much. And this speak up what's going on. It's ridiculous. And I just want to say for all my Asian viewers, if they're, because I know maybe a handful of you, hopefully, I deeply apologize you have to see that. And someone that is basically mixed, okay? I'm not 100% black, I'm far from it. It is awful that we treat the Asian community like this. I do not like it. I don't. Honestly. I mean, hell, my crush, for Buddha's sake, was Southeast Asian, the one that mistreated me, right? He was Indo-Vietnamese, right? He was born in Indonesia, but he lives in Vietnam, right? And I loved him. I did. And plus he was Muslim. It actually helps. I didn't care if he was Muslim. I could care less. But you know, it just makes me disgusted. I even did a little separate. I'll probably upload this later because I want to slow down a little bit because I just hope my videos aren't. I just hope I'm not posting too much and irritating anyone that views my videos. I did a reaction of like Jackie Chan saying, "What's up, my nigga?" So I just had to share that. I did, and yet again, that's another thing about us blacks I don't like. We get offended over everything. And it makes me brainwashed to thinking that, Dion, you should get offended if someone calls you nigga. I don't like using that word. Okay, I seen those black pranksters. I think it's Kendall Joseph and some other weirdo with dreadlocks that look like a damn, like the form Diddy Kong. Jaden Harden or something. They say the N-word, right? Not the, like, nigga, but the other one. No. Okay? I don't like that word. I don't. And yet again, we're laughing about it. No! You know, this is why I think, you know what? I don't blame people that hate blacks. I mean, to a certain extent. But you know what? It upsets me that we thinking that, oh, just because we basically, you know, had our ancestors were slaves like a few hundred years ago, we should treat everyone like this. No! That's not how it goes. I mean, hell, basically us being mistreated for being LGBT that happened decades ago. Does that mean we still have to continue? No. I mean, hell, we have it much better than we did back when I was born, I'm sure. Or hell, when I was in high school, still kind of awful being gay, but, you know, it's much better now. And if people don't like me being gay, I still got called, I remember being called a faggot that other night. I mean, he was driving recklessly. That's his problem. Because, you know what, he could basically kill someone and with a misdemeanor, or, well, not misdemeanor, hit and run, I don't know, some felony, and I don't want to think about it. But the thing is, after watching that video of that, I'm surprised that is a black teen, honestly. It is concerning that we basically act like this, thinking that we're always victims. We're not, okay? Every single fucking race, like, frick. Okay, every fucking human is a victim. It doesn't matter what skin pigment they are. I mean, George Floyd, I get what happened to him was disgusting. I remember I did a sketch of him. But I remember one thing I didn't like about him is that he basically assaulted a pregnant woman. I lost total respect for him. Like, it's still awful he died, yes, but for him doing that to a poor defenseless woman, it makes me awful that he's black in the first place, right? How much time do I have left? Okay, good. I got 5 minutes. Plenty time. But the thing is, basically, when I look up, like, videos like blacks, you know, going to Japan, or those sort of blacks that are really marred by, because, 1, they want to learn the culture. 2, speaking the language. And 3, basically dating someone that's a different race than them, you know? I mean, no offense to anyone on here is black. I would date someone that's Asian. I'm sorry, but it depends on the person, but that's kind of like my preference, or that it's Hispanic. Plus, I want to learn other cultures, right? Not just our own. Forget it, right? Even though there's many different types of black cultures, of course. But the thing is that I want people to understand that those, like, black people, like that crook, okay? That mistake of a human being breathing our damn oxygen shouldn't even be alive. He shouldn't. After what he did to that poor woman. She looked good for her age, by the way. I know that's out of context, but like, 1, she's speaking like her. I mean, she's taking care of her kids. I mean, even her 20-year-old, right? I mean, she had her PTO when I was born. Well, okay, she basically got the PTO at the same age when my mother had me. That makes sense, right? 29. And, you know, just for her to actually take care of her family, to make sure they actually have a healthier and happier future, in this country, it's ridiculous that the Asian hate is just worsening. It is. Like, people tend to thinking that, oh, Dion, if you basically are Chinese, then you're the one that actually caused COVID, because that's a Chinese virus. It's sickening. Not to mention what's going on in China right now. I haven't caught up, though, but I'm sure they're going to a lot. Honestly. Yet again, people have to just say, oh, you know what, we don't like China. That's fine. I mean, the government, awful. But the people, though, they go through a lot. I'm sure they have, right? I mean, hell, that's why I like to speak a little bit the language. But, you know, I think it was Taiwanese I'm speaking. I don't know. But this, you know, this seeing these videos, it gets out of hand. And I'm tired of it, because a lot of these videos are victims how to be Asian. Yes, a couple of blacks were victims, but it seems like there'll be more Asians are becoming victims, like I mentioned earlier in the video when I was putting my phone in the microwave, right? I just can't believe that this is still going on. You know, and I just want to say, for any Asians that will come here in the U.S., unfortunately, no matter what state you're in, even though out here we do have a pretty, like, growing Asian population, which is nice, you'll definitely face racial discrimination anywhere, even in San Fran, which is supposed to have, like, the highest Chinese population. I mean, oh, it's getting really awful there, especially the homeless population growing up. I just don't understand this. I don't. I really don't. You know, I just wanted to, I apologize, I'm not as educated because I'm stressed out, I cannot think straight, and I just hope that I'm not saying anything offensive, but I just want to point this out that, honestly, for anyone that is Chinese, Vietnamese, okay, Thai as well, Cambodian, basically all over Southeast Asia, you definitely have my support for all of this. It's ridiculous, and I hope to Buddha's belly that man, he gets reincarnated as a damn cockroach, and if I see him on the counter or see a cockroach, that'll be him, and I'll squish his brains out. Or if I tick, right? He may not be lucky, honestly. Like, that could be his life, and it's not gonna feel good. It's not, right? It's gonna feel like, yeah, like, and then you're gonna feel that as you're entering to, like, the bottom of the spirit road. You're gonna feel that pain. I'm sure of it. But, yeah, I just had to share this because this Asian hate is really getting out of hand. I want to say all lives matter. I just say all, well, fuck that. I'm going to say human lives matter. Because every human being needs to be treated equally. But no, we can't do that because, you know what? We thinking that, oh, you know what? Our basically ancestors went through this slavery. Get over it. Okay? Yeah, it's awful. But, damn it. I'm tired of it. You know, it's like, not to mention the gay community, yeah, we want to do a lot, but doesn't mean you have to be in their flaking, damn underwear and having your husband on the dog leash. No, keep that private. Not to mention, I don't like the gay flag, I do, but I like the ace flag better. No offense to anyone that's gay, like, keep it fucking inside. I'm not being homophobic here. If I am, well, screw you, because you like to fucking rape people, right? I'm sure you don't. But you like to keep... Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, I think I went too far. I hope that y'all actually understand. It's been really stressful, and I just wanted to say once again, for anyone that might be Vietnamese, no, it's a come on.